All right, we're actually now live, but let me check see what Baltimore is right now. Over here.
Let me hit this mute button. This dog barking.
All right. Baltimore should be popping on. I'm not sure where he's at. It's not showing that he's on. He saw my other.
Did you hear from Sam?
Tonight, I want to. We originally scheduled tonight some information to share.
Cool.
Well, Sam?
Yeah, I don't know. Sam got on. Said something to me about jumping on. Yeah.
Oh, no, he never messaged me about that. I'll be glad to send him the link.
Yeah, he said somebody was charging up his iPad or something. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead. Let me pull him up real quick. Just in case he wants to jump on. Yeah. There we go. There's Sam.
And yes, I'm wearing a stocking hat, man. And it is cold up here on the mountain tonight.
Oh yeah, is it raining up your way?
Yeah, it just started. It's been funky all day, and it just started sprinkling. It rained last night like hell, and today it's been nice, just overcast, but it's starting to come down a little bit now.
Yeah, it's slowed down a little bit here. It's kind of I guess you could say kind of a slight mist. Man, we got a good number of now. That's awesome. I'm just gonna give a quick rundown of what we plan on doing tonight. I'm trying to make this more of a two-part show. Now what? Baltimore, I'll jump on. Baltimore actually had some information he wanted to share with us. He was going to do that a couple of nights ago, and we were just getting off air, and we were calling that a night. And we both agreed to reschedule for tonight. So 8 o'clock our time, 7 o'clock his time. He's down in Texas, so he's got the link. We're just waiting on Baltimore to join us. Very anxious to know what Baltimore has to share. Yeah, so we're going to pretty much try to run from 8 to 10 tonight. Being a two-part, we're going to make it 2 hours roughly. Yeah, we're going to check out, see what the latest report that Baltimore. And
hey!
Speaking of the devil, here he is. Very awesome.
What's up, my Native American brother?
How you doing, buddy?
All right, good to have you here, Baltimore.
Same here.
Awesome. Like I was just letting the viewers know, do a two-part show. We're going to start off. We're going to have a discussion with Baltimore, and Baltimore is going to share some information with us shortly. And then, we're going to get into just kind of chit-chatting on a few things. Well, part of what I was going to speak on a little later, thought we might be able to pull up a photo or two and discuss the photo. And if you're on Facebook, and if you're friends with anybody by the name of Marcus Rollins, Marcus Rollins is a troll. So be careful. There is a Marcus Rollins on Facebook. He appears to be in some of the Bigfoot groups. So
check.
Yeah, he's only got 20-something friends, but he is in a couple of the Bigfoot groups, and he calls everybody a liar and says everybody makes stuff up. So, yeah, be warned. I know I checked when I checked his profile, he had a few mutual friends. Bill Lancaster was a mutual friend, so if you get to hear this, gotta watch out. It's one of the haters. So, he's just a ignorant troll, so everybody be aware of Marcus Rollins. He's got an emoji for a profile image at the moment. So.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yep, it's got an emoji with a thumbs up kind of thing.
That's the one I added to your group. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. I already blocked
it now. You said that emoji. I remember it.
Yeah, I blocked it. I blocked him from a couple of groups I was in already.
Damn.
So. Yeah.
So, man.
No, I mean, no one would have known until you don't know about people till you give them a chance,
Yeah.
So, let's see what we got here. Well, I was gonna give everybody a quick rundown of what I got coming up, because I always like to start off like, you know, and I actually got this idea from you, Shaky. You know, as far as throwing plugs at the beginning of a show, any announcements that need to get out of the way. Um, yeah, for those who don't know, tonight from work, tonight was actually my Friday, so I'm actually going. I will be in the woods. I'll be headed to the woods tomorrow morning, and I won't be home till probably Monday. Um, so this is something I've been looking forward to. Rain or shine, I'll be in the woods and enjoying nature, doing some scouting around, and I'm charging up some of my equipment and my gear. Um, and I got plaster, so my fingers are crossed. Um, I don't know if there's going to be anything out there. There's been a lot of rain lately, so I mean, if there has been anything, most likely the tracks, good chance the tracks going to be diluted. I'll be charging up my camcorder to try to do you know, add on to my documentary that I want to do. So yeah, we're all good to go. We got the propane cook stove, a full tank of propane, and all my gizmos and gadgets. I do believe I will be setting up a trail camera, a couple trail cameras anyway.
Take that night vision with you.
Oh yes, we got that. I'm gonna experiment with that. When I played around with that at the lodge, I guess I wasn't playing around with it long enough because I couldn't get it into focus, so I'll have to play around and adjust it. Because I know they're very sensitive. Some of them are very sensitive. So
yeah, but it works good once you get it good tuned in.
Yeah, it's like the little one I got that records, that does videos and photos. It works great too, but it takes you a while to get the front and rear focused, you know, to see clearly. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the image is awesome. You just gotta like pan with it real slow as you're holding it, you know. Let's see. So yeah, we got the ECBRO documentary is in the works. Now, I think I shared some information with you, Shaky, regards to. I don't even think I should mention the person's name because they're not worth having their name mentioned. But he had a Facebook Live feed. Well, what the heck? I ain't afraid to say his name. Rick Dyer. This is just a few days ago.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I was clearly informed, and the video was supposed to be shared not to me because I'm blocked from him anyway because he didn't like what I had to say in the past anyway. But yeah, Rick Dyer actually had a Facebook Live. I don't know the full content of the live feed, but he actually brought up a name. I don't know. I was only aware of one name, and he is actually a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And he basically was more or less calling him a hoaxer and say that individual was telling him to do a hoax, you know, which I think that's a crock of bull right there. So I don't see that happening or that possible.
I don't either.
So I just think it was his mouth running like diarrhea and just trying to cause trouble, you know. So, yeah, we got yeah, I'm going camping this week here. We do have an upcoming radio show that's coming up in June.
Woo.
And yeah, and you know what? Let me see if it's in my bag here. I even forget who it is, but I'll look it up. It's put away somewhere. And then we got oh yeah, here, let's see, after next week, because the 29th, see, how many days in this month of May?
30 or 31. I'm not positive. I know Memorial Day weekend is this weekend, so it's 29th,
Right.
30, maybe 31.
Okay, so I know after next week we'll be entering June. And therefore, a new speaker for the ECBR Virginia Bigfoot Conference will be announced. Because as you guys know, I've been announcing one speaker per month. I started back in. Wait a minute. Yeah, I started back in April. Yeah, I started in April. Announced one here earlier this month. Because we have Dan Baker from Ohio.
You're too young for that shit, brother. You're too young for that mind to go.
I just have so much on the mind, so that's why I try to write notes.
Wait till you get to be Baltimore's age and see what it's like. Oh, I'm sorry, Baltimore. I didn't realize you were there.
Wait a minute. You call Baltimore old?
I don't know. You know what he is.
Oh my!
I'm just joking.
So yeah, back in April we started announcing our first announced confirmed speaker was Dan Baker from Ohio, and then this month here we actually announced MK Davis,
cool,
which is out of Mississippi. And then again, after next week, I will be announcing a third speaker, and so I'm actually excited. I wish I could. I wish it was easy just to throw them out there. But you guys, I'm sure you guys understand why I'm only announcing one speaker per month. Actually, basically let each person get, let it marinate throughout the Bigfoot community and let everybody get well aware. So I don't want to kind of spoil everything all at once. I think that would be kind of a waste of time. So.
Look at that possum head. Good God. Look like a possum curled up on top of a log.
He's muted.
Must be one of the heads.
Hey, Sam. Shaky's calling you a possum head.
Man, that's showing the love, aren't you?
Oh my! How you doing, Sam?
Good. You guys doing all right? Got back safely, I see. That's great.
Yeah. I tell you what, I still miss it though. It was awesome. I really enjoyed being up there.
You don't know how lucky I am. You've never ridden with Daniel in a vehicle. I'm thanking God to be home alive.
What did
He said he's
drive
thankful
fast?
to be alive. He said you never drove anything.
And I'm glad I didn't need bail money with Cook.
Oh yeah. Christina's here. She's here to say hi. Say hi, Christina.
Christina's got a maid. She's got built-in airbags.
Yeah. What?
What'd he say?
He didn't say nothing.
I know better.
You know better.
Look, let me go back to.
What are you looking at? Oh, he's muted now. He can't talk. Cat got his tongue. Thumbs up. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, she's got thumbs down. Woman, be gone. Now let me stop. Oh, that's not nice. I love you too. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Before we go any further, well, I'm going to hand this over to Baldemar. I know Baldemar. I wish I could have, let your story go on the other day. I've been anxious since you've had some information to share, and sorry I was a little late and we were getting off the air back when you did jump on, but I am very anxious to hear what you got going on and what you learned. So I'm going to hand this over to you, Baldemar. The ball's in your court.
All righty. As you well know, the BCC actually came down here to B County, and so what we did was we did like a town meeting, and we discussed all the Bigfoot activities that's actually happened here in B County. And we showed them some evidence that about the Bigfoot activity here, and so they actually talked to me about a satellite image that they actually found of footprints in the water. They were thinking that it could be giant the big apes, prehistoric apes.
Wow.
Yeah. So they asked me to go over there to go investigate these tracks. So we went to a place called Blanco, Texas. But in the satellite image, it actually looked like this animal actually walked on two legs.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was totally fascinating. But I went up there and I said, in order for me to be sure, 100% sure that these tracks are basically from this animal, I'm going to have to take a look at it. Because I don't know if that's like a Bigfoot track or a cousin to Bigfoot. I just wanted to make sure. So we actually went over there, and these tracks didn't turn out to be any prehistoric apes tracks. It turned out to be dinosaur tracks in the water.
Oh wow! No,
Yeah.
wait, were they like? Was the floor of the water? I mean, in the water, was it solid like stone?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what it looked like if there was a drought there, and here comes all these massive footprints there.
Wow.
And then, so what was cool about it, what was fascinating about the whole thing was, I like studying the ground. I've always studied the ground for any little, I'm thinking, well, if I can't find it in the water, maybe I could find it on the. It was like a layer of prehistoric limestone, but it was super flat. And I started throwing water on this flat surface, and actually found human footprints there. It looked like it was the same era of dinosaur and man actually walking together there. And I was looking for possibly a Flatfoot, a cousin to Bigfoot there, but it turned out to be actually a human print.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's actually very interesting there to come across that there, knowing that was history,
Exactly.
Where was it? I want to mention that state. I could be wrong. Maybe one of you guys may know this, and you guys can correct me on this. Is Arizona that has the engraved tracks of dinosaurs? Somewhere out in the Midwest, they have something out there.
I don't know. But I know that in Blanco, Texas, they had quite a bit of dinosaur tracks there.
Wow.
I mean, it's totally fascinating, and just seeing it is just unbelievable. I was hoping for, trying to find a Bigfoot track on the surface, but nothing like that was found. Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Down in
Oh,
B
no, go
County.
ahead.
Down in B County, Bigfoot has been very, very active. Uh, Another Bigfoot investigator actually heard a whoop not a whoop, but actually a call, a Bigfoot call down the creek. Excellent sounds.
Did they,
People have actually been hearing it a lot more. People have been talking about it, which is great. It's now, that's what they talk about in the town. And the more they talk about it, more stories are coming out of it. And you could actually listen to these people. You could actually tell the ones that are BSing around and stuff like that. But there are some that, when they tell their story, it never changes. It stays the same. And that's the way that I know that these stories are actually legit.
awesome.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, the vocalizations, do they describe them like exactly what is it that they're hearing? I mean, what's it sound like?
I'm going to make a sound right here, more or less what it sounds like.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
That's awesome right there. I like that. That's awesome.
And the thing is now is that it's starting, but it doesn't go away. It basically stays in the same areas. It travels the same areas. Nobody's messes with it. Nobody goes actually into the woods trying to find it. All that we do is just sit down there with our recorders and check if we can find any vocalizations and just record it. I'm thinking the more that we go into the woods, the more that we'll scare it. But what we normally do is we just stay in one area, and I'll be happy with a whoop or a call or anything like that.
All right. That's pretty cool. Let me throw something out there real quick. We do have some questions on the live chat, which for those who are on the live chat, I will get to them very shortly. Well, I saw one anyway. I'm sure there's more because the live chat appears to be pretty active right now. Now, as far as that there, I mean, now you went to investigate. Have you gone out on your own to investigate anything in the general area that you've been conducting your research?
I normally stay in the same area. I normally stay there in the Urbana area. I went to a place a little further south. The little town is called Skidmore, Tynan, and we actually went over there and did a small little investigation over there. We were there for maybe for a couple of hours.
Sam, I don't know. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And we actually heard a knock, and we actually heard something strange in the woods. So I went over there, and I didn't go too far, maybe like around 10, 20 feet with my flashlight, maybe hoping to catch some eye shine or something, and just basically went back to the camp. But there was something there around, and I was hoping that at least I could get like a whooping call or a call, but nothing like that ever came out of it.
Baltimore, I know. I mean, I'm sure some of us have. Um, have you ever heard of a theory that women and children actually bring out the curiosity, draw squatches in, or have you ever heard anything related to that, or more or less, where do you stand on that? What's your theory on that as far
See, the
as
thing is,
squatches?
Bigfoot's very curious. It's a very curious animal, and I call it. I still call it the animal.
Right.
He's a very curious animal, and we as humans, we are curious. We are curious of lights. We are curious of stuff that we hear. There's sometimes we want to get close, to hear what we say. And
Right.
and dealing with children, there's playing ball or stuff like that. There's been a lot of evidence that Bigfoot has actually seen kids play ball or jumping around, and he don't watch TV, so the best thing to do is just watch other little kids play and the way they play, and we don't know as when they're small if they play at all. So it's just
Right.
another thing that we have.
Yeah, the reason I was asking that because I'm thinking about my next few days because I'm leaving out tomorrow to go 4 days. Well, I'm gonna have my fiance, my daughter, the baby, and and the thing is, I've been out in particular areas with my daughter and actually got some very interesting activity where I have not gotten it before. And I mean, it's an area I've gone into, and found some cool things, but never heard or had any kind of active vocalizations. But the time I have been in there and brought my daughter with me, things were totally different. Well, I've been thinking, I was like, well, my fiance and my daughter and the baby there, I think that might really have this or something, because I'm very active, and this is going to be the first time I really get to spend some good quality time out there. And between this, this whole long weekend, and then of course I'll be out there for a whole week next month, and but it's that time of year where things really start picking up, and it's always been very active, and it's always been produced for me and others between the month of May and June, and of course later on, late summer and early fall. So I don't know. I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping something happens. Hopefully, if it does happen, hopefully something's recording when it does happen, because it's. I know I've had those very rare moments where I was making a video and all of a sudden I had a tree knock right there at camp. So so I don't know. I'm hoping that does happen.
Now, also too, with that's been happening here as well. There have been some investigators that actually been camping out, and they haven't heard. They didn't hear anything at all. No whoop sounds, no nothing. So what they actually did was they decided to leave a audio recorder behind, and to see what would happen as soon as they would leave, and to see if activity picked up or anything like that. And so they'll go ahead and pick up the recorder the next day. So they would actually hear whooping sounds and knock sounds just as soon as the people left. So that is something also to think about.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to jump into the live chat because it's kind of growing. So let me go back to the first question I came across. It was from Dave Thundercloud. Where'd he go? All right, and I guess this is relating to those who do believe that Bigfoot buries their dead. Question is, if you are a believer that Bigfoot does bury their dead, where do you think Sasquatches bury their dead? Oh, that's interesting. I would think if there's caves or deep dens available, that could be a possibility. I don't know. What do you think about that, Baltimore?
To me, it's very hard to say because
Yeah.
to me, what I would do, well, what man does is basically buries his dead, and I wouldn't be too surprised that they do the same because they actually do
Hmm.
dig. They actually use sticks as tools. For me, is a good possibility that they could possibly bury their dead. That's why you don't see human bodies everywhere on the ground because we actually bury them or we actually cremate them. For me, I believe that they actually buried them in the ground.
Can I jump into this one?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. This is open. This is
I
open.
I often thought that maybe they ate, the deceased or even a rival clan. But if I believe if they're going to bury it, I know where I live at. You ain't digging far down. I mean, you're gonna hit rocks like you wouldn't believe. I really think, and that you think how big these things are. 8-9 foot long. It's a big animal. I almost think if they bury them, I don't think they. I think. Let me try to say this right. I don't think they bury them. I think they cover them up. They stack logs and sticks and stuff like that on top of them, and by the time everything decomposes together, everything's gone. I mean, it don't take but 7 days really for something to disappear in the woods once it dies.
Right.
And I think covering it up with logs, dead logs and sticks and brush, and I think that just helps it. I think it helps speed up the process.
I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Okay.
That's my personal thing. I don't think they dig holes and bury them like in a cemetery, but I do believe that they cut. If you understand what I mean with that.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that would make sense because that's related to some of the practices. As far as covering, not burying, but covering. That's actually very similar to what some primates have been known to practice. Like from the observations that have been very rare from primates, our known primates, been in practices of ceremonial type events where they mourn their dead, and very rarely it has been observed that they do bury. But they use the word or the term bury, but it's basically what you were stating, that they do cover. They use debris and everything. Now, of course, I believe through a matter of time, as you know, is there, it is going to decompose with, it's going to sink in, blend into the soil. And the soil depends, say like a primate, when a primate dies and in the bones, when it breaks down to the bones, and especially like in the jungles, the soil is very acidic. The acidic level is very high. And it is a proven fact that the primate bones decompose a lot faster than any other known species. Um, due to the bone capacity, et cetera, et cetera. I ain't gonna try to get into a, anatomy and scientific study here, but it's very rare that if primate bones are discovered, and it's based off of the soil. For a fact, there is such soils that preserve the bones. For example, here in the United States, primate bones have been found in the deserts down in Texas, by scientists and archaeologists. Now, I mean, there's proof that we had known primates that did exist here in the United States many, many years ago, based off of, some of the tropical finds that they found way up in North America. I mean, Alaska, for example. I stated this before, that there's been palm trees found in Alaska, so, but yeah, again, it all boils down and all depends on the soil. So, yeah. I think it's a matter of time that we do come across something of some kind of remains. I think that would be very very interesting. All right, let me see. There was other stuff here. People saying restart the stream for you. I guess they're having trouble viewing things. I don't know what they're viewing. Are they having trouble seeing us? Hold on. Let me see something here. Anybody on the live chat? Did you guys see us and hear us fine? Let's see. Roger Priest said someone needs to contact the ECBRO 98 guy and tell him he's not streaming. Watching because we're streaming live. It's live right here. Let me refresh the live chat.
People asking questions on the chat, so they're not, they're hearing what Baltimore's talking about because they're asking them questions about it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm reading the latest comments right now. The live chat was full of comments and questions and everything. It's jumping back from showing on here from 1 to 2 viewers. I don't know. It might be, I don't know, it might be YouTube not or showing everything. I mean, showing that we got a couple of viewers going on right now. So if you're on the live chat, please give us a heads up that you are watching. Because I am trying to, let me try something different here. Let me switch internets here. See if that does any justice. Oh, okay. I would have to, I don't know the password here by heart, so I would have to go look at it, which I'm not going to bother. Oh, well. I'll switch back to my internet.
Hey, while you're doing that, Sam, unmute yourself a minute. What you got going on this weekend, man? You going to High Knob doing some scouting out yourself?
Oh yeah. It's a yearly trip. This first big trip we take up there. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I figured I'd just talk to you while he's messing with that or figure out what's going on, so it's just not any dead air.
Yeah, Friday night, we're interviewing another witness, and it's pretty outstanding actually. The detail that he gave me is just, it's incredible. It's going to be a good one. And then of course Michael Cook was supposed to come up, but other plans have happened, which is okay. And going to be up there for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Be back Monday, so 4 nights. Hopefully we'll have something happen. I'm gonna try a new experiment, of course. You know me with my experiments.
It's all right. That's how you find shit.
Well, we're gonna, where I go up to this place I call the beauty spot. I'm gonna try to play some Grateful Dead, do a little something, maybe some drums or Space by the Grateful Dead, and just
Bigfoot's a deadhead.
Yeah, yeah, and just try something different. And Cliff Barrickman thought it was a killer idea, so yeah.
Damn, that's cool, man. Y'all going out in the woods. Everybody going out in the woods except for my fat ass. I gotta do something.
Listen at you.
Now I'm upset.
Hell, you live in the woods, man.
Yeah, that's true.
You just step off the porch and you're in the woods.
Pretty much. Shit. What was it? Daniel and I did a podcast. Not yesterday, day before, and I was sitting out here waiting to get on there. Man, I heard a beautiful wood knock, caraca. And then within 5 to 10 seconds, I hear the train whistle. It seems like right before a train comes through on the other side of that mountain, you'll hear something, the whooper, wood knock or something. So yeah, it was pretty cool. But
hey, Baltimore.
Yep.
Have you recorded any of those whoops by any chance? Because I have recorded some before.
Yeah, I have some friends of mine that actually do out there and go investigate, and that's who send me the whoop sound on a message. The whoop sound lasted for a few seconds, but that's actually what I hear all the time. I mean, it's like it's like hearing a mockingbird. You know what they sound like, you know what they look like, and you know their song. And I'm just accustomed of listening to this all the time. And to me, it's like a grita feo's back. And but it's call. You just never know when he's going to call. There's sometimes he'll call like at 9 o'clock in the morning, or they'll sometimes a rare instance they'll call at 4 o'clock. But he's more active like in the evening time or very early in the morning between 8 o'clock, between 8 and 10. So I did put a recorder up. He just didn't show up for the past 3 days, so I didn't know where he went to. So.
Just give everybody an update. I have the live chat open up in another window, and is anyone hearing us? Nikki responded no. And
well, how did she respond no if she didn't hear you?
I'm typing it. I'm typing it in the live chat.
Typing. Okay.
Yeah. Rod DeFree says nope, it's frozen, and I said, wow, that's crazy. That's showing we are live and we all hear each other. And Michelle Long said, not seeing you, just the white circle going round and round. That's it. So it's showing that it's buffering to them.
How hard is it to restart it, Daniel?
Well, I would have to create a whole new link, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, and David Parker messaged me on Facebook and said, won't play. It's about 5 seconds and goes to spinning wheel of death.
Damn, we got to find something better than YouTube to work.
That's why I do more of the radio show than anything.
Yeah.
So now we could go on air for a little while. Tell you what.
Doesn't matter to me. I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, it's Dickie said it's either Google or server issue. And just do your show. We'll have to watch later. So
that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I know. I like the interaction from people too.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then Rod DeFree says, that's Google for you. Just keep recording and we'll see it in the archives. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, see what they say about this. I messaged on the live chat, said we can go live on the radio show instead if they want. See what they say. Yeah, because I'm looking at the video and it is buffering on the other window. So I'm seeing what they're seeing. Yeah.
Squatch Zone Radio.
Yeah. Yeah, Nikki is saying okay. Uh-oh. The lights just flickered. Yeah, she said if that's not too much trouble. You guys want to jump over to Squatch Zone Radio and go live on that?
Yeah, I can call back in on that. It ain't that big a deal. Some phone number to call.
All right, you got to give me a few minutes for me to create a link.
Just message us when you're ready, and we'll call back over.
All right, hold on a second.
Play Casey James for an opening song. Driving that train, high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Oh shit! I thought I was mute.
Now I was in the middle of typing something. Now my everything froze.
Yeah, you're froze up on me. Your picture froze up.
But you still hear me though, right?
I can hear you, but your picture's froze up.
You got a storm coming through there, Daniel?
It may be. I know we got thunderstorms on the way.
Yeah. Now I got your ECBRO thing flashing. That's the only thing I'm seeing.
All right. Tell you what, guys. Let me figure this out here. Let me go back. All right. Tell you what. Yeah, just give me a few minutes and we'll go live on Squatch Zone Radio. Because Shaky, is that you peeking your head out? I think we all froze up. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hey Baltimore, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna go ahead and create a link so we can all jump on the radio, the Squatch Zone Radio.
Sounds good.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Sounds good. I'll talk to everybody later. We're going to Squatch Zone Radio.
All right.
On blogtalkradio.com. All right.